Welcome to English 1301 for the fall semester of 2023. Currently you're looking at the home page. This is what should show when you log into the course. That is my picture. I am not showing myself at this time, but in future videos I will when we have some discussions. You'll see information about where my office is. I am located on the Athens campus. My office is in the academic building, also called the Gibbs building, second floor, A230. My office hours are Monday and Wednesdays. It says 11 to 1. I actually will be in the office around 10:30 or so on Mondays and Wednesdays. I teach off campus for a couple of schools, and then I come in about that time. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have class until just after 12, and I usually get into the office around that time, between 12:10, 12:15. But I put 1 to 3 so that you'll know that I have a dedicated time in case you need to contact me. You'll see the office phone number and also my email. The little comment here is just a welcome. You'll see that same information in the announcement. My main focus for this course is to help you to become better, more confident writers, critical thinkers. We're going to be focusing on those skills, and we will look at different aspects to help you to improve in those areas. When you look at the modules, and you can click on these to go there, or you can go over here and just click on modules. You'll see the different modules that are here. The first one is textbook and materials, and it just tells you a little bit about the materials that we use. You'll see that we are not using a required textbook. We are not part of inclusive access. Rather, we're developing our topics for our writing assignments through interactions, suggestions. I'll be posting some of those for you to make some decisions about, and when we have future sessions, you'll have an opportunity, if you log in during the time of the Zoom sessions, be able to talk with me about them. Otherwise, I'll be posting them online. I do have some books available for you online to look at, online handbooks, and you'll see some of those. Other details are listed here, such as TVCC students, you do have access to Office 365. And you'll be able to download that to your computer, so you'll be able to make use of Microsoft Office, including Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Going back to the modules, you'll see the Start Here module. That does include a welcome. Let me close this one and open that one. This says the welcome video for spring. This will be replaced with the one I'm making now. And you will have other details, such as some of it's a bit redundant, such as meeting the instructor and what they call student success hours. Those are office hours. So you'll see the same information. There's my picture again, details there, so same information. Again, under the module, the Start Here module, you have other aspects that you can look at, such as getting started with Zoom in case you're unfamiliar with that. Some other details about the course, some other information, such as what English 1301 involves, and our general outcomes and the ACGMs, the learning outcomes, policies about late work. You'll see that this is repeated from the syllabus. There is no makeup assignments, no late work accepted unless there are really strong mitigating circumstances. Has to be compelling reasons. Under the modules, again, you will see under the Start Here module more details, such as assignment instructions, how to use Turnitin. In case you're unfamiliar with that, all of our work will be going in through Turnitin for the major essays. Also have a video from the University of Kentucky in which a professor discusses how to use Turnitin at Canvas. Once you have submitted work and it has been marked at Canvas, I have for you the information on how to find the feedback, the markings, and the comments that I will make. And then you have a Start Here quiz that you're asked to take as well. It's very basic. You might want to review one of the other. It doesn't count as a grade, but you might want to review some other details about that before you take it. You'll see here the online textbook. This is just a resource textbook. I find it interesting because it has some interesting essays in it about writing, and they're always paired writings, bad ideas about writing. And then you have a grammar handbook. I have two of those, one from Capella University and the other from what's called the Blue Book of Grammar and Punctuation. So if you have any questions about details about grammar, how to use a comma, how to use certain phrases, how to conjugate verbs, these are handbooks that will help you with those. Also, we'll be using MLA format for all submitted work. This is the 8th edition. We're actually up to the 9th edition. It's not significantly different, and so this one has some details for you to look at, such as how to cite sources, how to use parenthetical citations, and then here's the update that came out in 2021, a couple years ago. Our Unit 1 is all about the writing process, and this is one I'll be discussing later this week in another video, and we'll be going through some of these details. I have access for you to some other videos from different places, some PowerPoints that have been done, one's about critical thinking, how to structure an argumentative essay, which we'll be focusing upon. The University of North Carolina has a writing center, and they have details about writing, such as the argument, and also about revising a draft, and perfectly allowed to use those for education purposes. So that's Unit 1. That'll take us this week and into next week. And then the first essay assignment will be coming up, and that's under Unit 2. You'll see details here. I have the essay, the video about how to submit an essay turned in repeated here. I have some example essays that students have written. Again, Unit 3 is about the second one. Unit 4 is the third essay. And Unit 5 is about the final essay, the fourth and final essay. Along the way, you'll see that there are some grammar assignments to do. They'll pop up at different times. These are, of course, the ones that we'll be talking about. Each one of the writing units take about 3 weeks or so to go through and to complete. When you use the first unit, which is the writing process, a couple of those with the other ones, that takes us to the end of the semester. You'll see that the assignments can be listed here, and also under the syllabus. If you click here, you will see that it will create a course summary for you with the different assignments here. You can ignore the LEAPS assignment for right now. That has not been set up yet. That'll be set up through our distance learning people. They're the ones in charge of it, so you can just ignore that one. So we have the details here for you to look at. I'll be sending you a notice about when I'll be conducting Zoom sessions. Right now, my plan is to have them on Tuesday evenings, probably around 7:30. And at that time, I'll be doing lectures, but you can also Zoom in and ask me any questions at that time. And that's what I'm looking at primarily for right now. Again, when you go to the grammar handbooks, just to give you an idea how those look, you click on this one, and a link appears, and you can open that in a new tab, and the book itself appears. Give it a moment while it calls up. This actually took to a particular part because I had shown it, but here's the grammar handbook from Capella University. They make it available for anybody to use. One of the nice things about that is that the table of contents, and this is why it jumped where it did, you can click on any of these, such as, let's go to paragraph structure, and it takes you immediately to it. It goes into the details about what is involved in a paragraph, how it should be set up, the idea about topic sentences, certain ways of doing so, how to set up, and we'll be looking at some of this as we go through the semester. I'll be taking you to this again, just going over some details. Going back up here to the table of contents, get all the way back up here. If we're looking at punctuation, again, why punctuate, how punctuation is used, common punctuation marks, for instance, the idea about a question mark, how it's used, the idea about commas, how those are used, goes into some details and examples so that you'll know how you're supposed to be using commas. So again, it's a very useful book. The other one that I have for you up here is the blue book, and again, if you just click on the link here, I'm opening a new tab. You'll see that it's just grammarbook.com, and it has English rules, such as grammar rules, punctuation rules, capitalization rules, rules for writing numbers, again, under punctuation rules, it just has different ones. You click on the ones about the commas, and it opens up and tells you here they are. Commas are used. How to use them. Rule 1, Rule 2, Rule 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D, 4A, 4B, 5A, 5B, 6A, 6B, 6C, Rule 7, Rule 8. So again, you can see there are several rules associated with the comma, and how they are used, and how you're supposed to use them. Some details on these lines. So there are 15 general rules, with some having subcategories. For instance, Rule 1, you separate words in groups of words in a series of 3 or more items. I say it goes to my husband, comma, son, comma, daughter-in-law, comma, and nephew. We had coffee, comma, cheese and crackers, and grapes. You don't want to do that one. You want to make sure that you put the commas here. We had coffee, cheese and crackers, comma, and grapes. Cheese and crackers is regarded as one dish, so that's why it's regarded in the listing. There are only 3 items in the list. And so that's what we're looking at here. It just gives you some good details about how to use punctuation. So these are very useful books. I like to think that, of course, that it'll help you as you're going through and writing, that you'll be able to deal with those. The grammar assignments that we are doing, and again, I'm going to go back to the syllabus really quickly. Again, ignore the LEAPS one, but you'll see that there are several assignments listed here, including some grammar assignments that will come up by different days. And they're just basically practice for us. Throughout the semester, if I feel the need, based upon your writings and what you have submitted, if there's some other areas that may need to be addressed, or some that are perfectly fine based upon what's submitted, I may alter some of those grammar assignments. So if you're showing that you have no problems using commas, well, then we won't worry about that. If we have issues with run-on sentences or fragments, I may have to substitute a couple more of those exercises just to refresh you and have you some practice for those. Again, we'll be working on some ideas for our essays. Currently, if you look under the essay assignments, I have assignments from the previous semester. We'll be changing up these topics as we go into it, and you'll see that the first one is still a month away, so we do have some time to work on that. Again, I'm looking forward to a good semester. I'm looking forward to having an opportunity to work with you. Again, my goal is to help you to improve as writers, to help you to develop in confidence with your writing skills and critical thinking skills. So I'm looking forward to a good semester, and I'll be sending you a Zoom link within the next couple of days for our first Zoom session.